Hello everyone, GameDog here, and welcome back to Let's Play Stick Ranger. Now, this time around I would really like to go to Seaside 1. It's the next area we can head to, so I say we start right out here. Now, oh wow, I should actually turn all these guys back on real quick, and then, let's see here. I will also equip you with the volcano, because this is when this weapon starts to get really good. Okay, so starting out here, the Seaside areas are a bit interesting. Like, I believe we've done the lake in the last episode. Basically, think the lake meets grassland, because we have all these areas, all these grassy areas. However, ooh, okay, wait a second. That's a new weapon I want for the priest actually. The long wood staff. I mentioned before that my favorite thing about the priest is his range, and this is pretty much the exact same thing as this, only it has very slight, not slightly, that's actually a significant boost. It has more attack, and it also has like 20 more range, and honestly, that's all that matters to this class, so I'm pretty fine with that. I'll probably try to get some more stones for him later, but for the time being, this will actually work out quite nicely. One thing I really like doing is I really like just dragging him into a zone, and then, oh, yeah, there we go. I really like dragging him into a zone, and then he'll just attack like everyone within his range, which is really neat. So let's take out these guys right here. We have these blue walkers, as well as these trees. Let's actually heal you up before you actually die by complete accident here. Like honestly, oh wait a second, he died anyway. Well, like I was gonna say, look how well this volcano is actually cutting through these enemies. It's a really effective weapon that I like quite a bit. So after we defeat you, I say we actually leave real quick and yeah, I say we leave real quick. We go back to the town, and we actually sell these, and then oh, one thing I wanted to do while in the town, I keep saying I want to do this, but I wanted to get an upgrade for the explosion. So I want something that can attack multiple enemies in midair, because that's kind of why I kept this weapon around. As a result, I would like to grab the thunderstorm. The thunderstorm is very interesting. I probably won't use it for a little while, but it is better than explosion in just about every way. And then, if possible, I would also like to. Is it unlocked yet? Ah, yes, here it is. I don't know why I didn't grab this before, but the ice weapons are actually some of my favorite weapons for the Whipper. So I'm gonna grab that as well, so we can start using that. Now, as per usual, I might go back and try to grind for the natural ones that you can get in the levels off screen. Just so it's a little bit easier to just so it's a little bit easier for me to like give it combo items. Well, okay, let's actually take a look at what the Ice Whip does real quick, because it's a really neat weapon. Basically, when it charges up, it fires like a. Let's see if it can happen in a second now. Oh, come on, guys, you can do this. Whenever it charges up, it fires this like series of like slushes at the of these like ice slushes at the enemies, and that does really significant damage. Like they do like 15 to 20 damage each. Yes, that's what it appeared to be, and that is exactly what it is. Let's actually heal you up, and then I say we move on. I believe I fought every enemy. Oh, wait, no, we haven't fought these red guys yet. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah, and on very flat levels where you can attack enemies from a distance, like, that's really good just to get that kind of an initiative on enemies coming up. Like, honestly, like, I did a ton of damage to that guy. Oh, and it even slows them down, too. Speaking of slowing down, I'm actually going to do, what I've done with this class a couple of times. I'm going to drag them over here to freeze all these enemies. I actually really like this strategy. I've never quite used this before. Heck, maybe one thing I might try doing, actually, I don't know why, but I kind of want to try some of the poison weapons for the priest as well. Because honestly, I really don't use many of his weapons outside of the ones that give you more range. I mean, I tried the light staff once, and that actually turned out really nice. So we're actually just going to skip these guys. However, I kind of want to be a bit more creative with this episode, with this Let's Play. So if we ever see any more, I might try them out. Now we have this boss right here. This boss is actually kind of a pain. Let's see. I'm gonna drag these guys right here so they start walking over. Basically, the gimmick here. Actually, I'm just gonna do this instead. The gimmick here is that this guy right here, he as you can see, he killed them very quickly. But what he does is he fires these. He fires these. I'm gonna revive you actually. He fires these like arrows at your guys right now, and this is very annoying because well, okay, on top of like the thing on top of the problem I keep having with these kinds of bosses, if you stand right next to him like I'm actually doing, this is actually turning out really badly right now. I'm actually gonna retreat. I almost died there. I almost got a game over. Nothing really happens if you get a game over. I think it's just like a penalty to your gold or something. So let's go back to Seaside 1. I think the reason why I lost that is because all of my guys were at like half health when I came by last time, so I think I'm going to try and rush to the boss this time. Oh, it also helps that he's a little bit closer. All right, so let's go right next to him, and then let's start going nuts on him. So let's see here. Ooh, let's actually drag the whipper in here, and then leave the yeah. Oh, that didn't really work out well. Regardless, and then drag you in there as well because let's see here. Yeah, it's not really gonna work out if you're like that because regardless. Well, we are doing quite a bit of damage with the with access to the magician's volcano right here. When he dies, I think I'm gonna start doing the strategy that I did with some of the other classes. Oh, okay, that was some of the other classes, but do it with the priest instead, which is going to take an extremely awfully long time. Oh my goodness, especially if he keeps doing that. I think this is necessary to kind of make this work though, because oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. You know, I might not actually do this actually. You know, all things considered, I might actually be a little bit underleveled. Who knows? Maybe I need to grind a little bit more off screen. I probably could, in all honesty. Let's see here. Oh, wow, we're still only 5 minutes in. That's actually not too bad. Let's revive you real quick. I'm willing to do this to make the game go on a little bit faster. So let's see here. If I can get, like... Yeah, you seem to be doing like a firing a shot per life, which I am happy with. That is a solid amount of damage given how much that does anyway, and it's not like I'm really using the money for much else regardless. So yeah, that seems like a smart use of my money. Seems like a waste in most cases. Oh, he didn't even get to fire that time. Oh, I know he did it. He did. It just didn't really appear. Let's see here. I want to say the amount of money it costs to actually revive a guy is like a tenth of your total gold, plus like the ranger's like maximum health or something. There's an algorithm behind it. I really don't understand it. I just don't really like reviving that often because honestly, look how much money we're wasting by doing this. We're not wasting. I mean, it is making this boss go faster, and who knows? Maybe that might be worth it in the end. I'm actually not going to revive him again because this priest could probably take him out no problem at this point. Let's see here. Though doing 11 to 16 damage per hit is really not. Is really not doing the trick. We're probably going to be able to kill him though. So let's see. Let's take you out. Honestly, this is also why I really like long range on him, because he can actually just camp right here, and the range at which he can attack me is not as high as my range. So I can like stand right outside his own hitbox and kind of camp from there. So what shall I do next? Well, I'm not gonna lie right here. I normally use Seaside 1 as a grinding spot, but honestly, let's see, Cavern 1 I think might be a problem. Mistgrove 1, what's Mistgrove 1 again? Let's actually go here. Oh, it's this area. Okay, this area is actually a problem too. And I'm actually gonna equip my my Thunderstorm. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Let's turn these guys off because there are mushrooms here, and that's usually the roar for them. Actually, these guys don't really seem to be doing as crazy damage as the other guys did. So let's actually turn them right back on. Yeah, if you stand right next to them, or if you attack these mushrooms, they fire off these like spores that deal minor damage. It's not really too much, in all honesty. Now, what the thunderstorm actually does is whenever an enemy gets within the range of the magician, he fires off several like thunderbolts that strike down on multiple enemies. I find it really good for kind of like minor crowd control when it comes to the air, because as I mentioned before, despite the volcano is like one of my favorite weapons in this game, it is almost useless for air enemies, and this kind of helps that problem a lot, actually. So let's see. Let's grab this little piece of gold. And let's actually move on here. We got a diamond, but honestly, I'm probably not going to be using that because I really don't like the freeze element. It really doesn't do much, in all honesty. Oh, wait a second. Let's equip this back on right here because all the enemies on this level or on this area are grounded. So this is actually going to really work out. Let's try to drag you around a little bit and maybe try to get a little bit of damage on everyone. Let's actually heal you up as well because you seem to be getting a little bit low on life, and I would like you temporarily for the boss of this level. I'm gonna drag you. Oh wait, no, you died anyway. Regardless, we'll try to move on. Oh, both our ranged fighters died, or both our melee fighters died. Well, that's not really too big of an issue. Let's actually take these guys out, though. I want to say I want to use orange ears to get me up to full health again, and then I might just skip it because we have technically beaten a couple of enemies on this floor now. Let's see. I am content with just killing them all, though, because they are a good experience at this point in the game. I want to say these guys are around the level I am. Oh my goodness. The thing about a game like this is that you can never be too high of a level just because some of the bosses get that ridiculous. Like we've already seen like some pretty crazy fights so far. So let's see. Let's move on here. I want to at the very least beat this level before we end this session because another one of my favorite grinding spots in the game is actually after this level. So I would like to get that out of the way if possible. This is taking an absolute eternity right now, but I want to say these are the only enemies on this level, so it might not be too big of a deal. So let's see here. We're taking these guys out right here. Oh, we have a new weapon for the priest. Let's actually see what this is. The Staff of Flames. Well, I said I wanted to experiment a little bit more, so let's see what this does. Let's actually drag you over here. So if I use this on you, it appears to oh, okay. That's interesting. It's like a flame effect that stays on an enemy. That's really, really neat. I'm actually going to drag you right here so you can get one of those on every single enemies. And I don't know why, but they don't, yeah. The flame staff's like little star effect does not appear to be hurting these mushrooms. Oh no, there we go. I don't know why I wasn't doing damage before. I can tell I wasn't doing damage because their effects to actually attack you weren't activating, because mushrooms attack whenever you hit them. So use that to your advantage and just use range fighters that like can camp outside the range. All right, let's equip him with his normal weapon again. Drag you a little bit farther back so you're not so much in the range. And then let's keep going nuts with this and hopefully try to take these guys out before we actually move on. Now, okay, I actually really like that weapon, but again, that's not really the point of the priest I like. I like having very long range on him, so his aura reaches far, and so he can basically just like camp outside every enemy's range and and just get a very small amount of damage, like on the last fight. Like we probably wouldn't have beaten that without the priest. Like he was definitely the MVP of that fight, and I really appreciate that. Alright, so let's actually move on here. We only have 2 fires, but it might be all we need. We fought these fools. Let's move on. Oh, I actually got poison in the meantime. Poison is very, very annoying in this level, or in this game. Okay, the boss is not really in the most ideal positions. Oh, let's actually try to, let's see here. I'm going to try and do something right now. Let's actually use this for this fight. Now, the thing that makes this boss kind of annoying is, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm actually gonna wait for the priest to die real quick before I actually start going in there. Every single time this particular mushroom gets hit, he fires a very large barrage of these little like white orbs, and they do a significant amount of damage. They do like utmost of like 40 damage, I believe, which is really crazy. I really got to be careful because that can potentially two-shot me. I'm gonna equip. Oh, I keep doing that. I'm gonna equip the thunderstorm to take out these bats real quick, because honestly these guys are actually a little bit more of a problem, because there's actually a really easy trick to killing this boss. It's a little bit tedious, but it basically, if you can line upright, you will basically never take damage if you use a ranged fighter who doesn't move as he attacks. It'll make sense once they start, but let's see here. If we can take these guys out real quick. Honestly, this is why I like the thunderstorm a lot. It just gets rid of enemies really quickly, and I appreciate that. Okay, so let's check these guys over here because of my classic trial, especially the ones like immediately below him. And let's see, I might actually hit the mushroom over the course of attacking you. All right, let's actually drag you back. Let's turn you off, equip you with a volcano again, and then now do this. This is actually a really neat strategy. Now, if you position yourself right next to him, I want to see him in a right spot. If you can drag him just right, you can position yourself between. Oh, that's not really going to do it. Yes, there we go. That's a sweet spot right there. You can position yourself between 2 areas of where the orbs fall, and if your ranger doesn't move much or at all as you're attacking, you can basically just like leave your ranger like this, and honestly just like leave, and by the time you come back, he'll pretty much kill him. Like honestly, I could probably kill him with like the explosion if I was visual enough, because as far as I'm not concerned, or as far as I'm concerned, unless these orbs fly at a really awkward angle, I'm not taking damage at all, because this is a really neat exploit. I mean, honestly, that's one thing I really like about this game, finding little tricks like this that make the game surprisingly easy sometimes. I mean, given that the game is difficult, I mean, I do keep saying this game gets really difficult later on, but the fact that things like this exist, that tricks like this can be executed, is really neat to me. Like, it adds a nice sense of balance that you can actually, like, for every like 2 really difficult bosses, there's always something like this that makes you feel really clever for figuring it out. Let's see here. I probably could revive the priest as well, but he swings his arms when he attacks, so he might actually get nicked by a couple of these orbs right here. This is actually the safest way to do it, so I might just leave this as is right now and just basically see what he does as well, what am I saying as he does? Honestly, like, he doesn't move at all as he attacks. Like the other fighters. Okay, I'm really not sure. I want to say that this trick can only be used with the magician. I could be wrong though. Oh, we actually got a card for that. So let's actually be a little bit careful. And what's this? The big card. That is a card that only the Yeah, that is a card that only the boxer can use. If you equip that to him, it actually like doubles the size of his gloves and thus gives him more range, which is really cool. It's a really neat visual effect. It is practical, but it's useless for us because we can't even equip it. So we're gonna sell both of those. It actually gave us a pretty large sum of money. And let's see here. I'm going to you know what? I think I'm actually gonna call it an episode here. I'm probably gonna grind a little bit off screen in this area and especially this area. I really have to show this off at some point. We probably will by the end. So there we go. Thanks for watching.